Hey guys, welcome back to Gaslands TV. My name is Luca and today we got something a little bit different. I went to AliExpress and I bought a few things for Gaslands and for miniature terrain for anything that has to do with cars and stuff. So if you're playing Auto Kill or any other game, and yeah, so let's see what I got here, and I'm gonna see if I could find the links and put them up on the description of the video. If there's anything you like in what I ordered, you could go check out those links and order it for yourself. Most of these things are really cheap. Like I think this pack of signs was probably like $3 or $4 or something like that, and you get a bunch of signs. So right now I'm gonna do a video of opening a few things that I picked up there and go through it with you. Let's see what we got. This was one package, by the way. There's 3 different baggies, but they all came from one order, and they look pretty good so far. And they got some caution signs and some barriers and stuff that you could use as terrain. Can't wait to prime these and paint them, and they could be like billboards. You could put like ads there, or like, you know, Mars is a lie kind of thing, or whatever. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff here. A lot of things for a few bucks, and you could use these for terrains or making fences and stuff like that. Look at this sign. That's definitely a Gaslands road. A little bit crooked there, a little bit broken. So that's a pretty funny sign. These wheelbarrows are no good. They're I think the size is a bit off. A little hazard token here. That's pretty funny. And yeah, there's quite a few things here that you could use. And this was like just a few bucks. You could throw these out or use them as terrain or something, but the rest of the things are pretty good. I mean, the scale looks alright. Usable. And then my other videos that I'm going to do later on, I'm going to be working on these. So make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that when I do the video you'll know, and you'll see what I do with these things. Next up is another package, another order of a bunch of terrain pieces that I ordered, and let's see what some of these look like. Let's start with these red ones here. These look cool. These are like barriers and stuff, things you see on construction sites or even along racetracks and stuff like that. So they're 2 halves, and I think if you put them together like this, you get a nice little what are they called? Barriers, I guess, dividers. I don't know. But yeah, these if you paint these gray, make them look cement-like, they could be really nice. Or keep them red or black and yellow. You know, those are all pretty good paint schematics you could use. So yeah, these are nice quick terrain pieces. Again, I think this pack was like $5 or something. Really not expensive stuff. And the problem with AliExpress is the shipping. Sometimes it might take a few weeks to get. So if you see anything you like here, this is cool. It's got some like mags, I think, or something on top of the canister. But yeah, if you paint these, you could make these look like I don't know, stacks of mags or something. We got these fence here. Yeah, so talking about shipping, there's a few weeks, so if there's anything you like here, try to order it as soon as possible, because it might take a while for you to get it. These are a little bit bendy, so that's pretty good. These are like, I don't know, white picket fence stuff. But yeah, if you paint these, they could look good as well. Pretty useful to make a track or something. And we got these cones. These are definitely not to scale. They're pretty big, but I mean, you could use them. You could, I don't know, mark gates with them or something. You know, if you don't want to have tall terrain, those are pretty good for gates, markers, or whatever. These are cool too. These are also halves that you stick together, and you get a pretty cool barrier, small miniature barrier. That too, if you prime gray and make it look like cement, could be good. Next up I got these. These are definitely not to scale, but you could maybe open them and use them as signs, street signs or something. They do fold open, but not all the way, because then they come apart. But you could use things like this. This is a, what does it say there? Full parking. Full parking, but no parking, and it's a bit off. But you know, AliExpress is not going to be 100%. Oh wait, each one of these is different. They're not all parking things. We got repairs in progress. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. No entry. All right. Stairs connected. Don't know what that means. Appropriate parking. All right. What's this? Caution wet floor. Yeah. Caution slimy floor or oily floor. And this one says working in progress with a hockey stick and what looks like a jetpack. So if you have a jetpack and a hockey stick, you're working, according to whoever made those. Then they come with these little barriers as well. Orange and black is pretty cool. So maybe keep those like that, just dirty them up and stuff. That could be some nice terrain piece. Something maybe I could use on the Gaslands racing track for 2022. And then I got this thing. It's pretty cool too. This I think was $4, and it comes pre-painted like this. Nice little mountain range. And I guess it's a tunnel. They're made for train tracks probably, for train to go in. But I guess you could use it for Gaslands. You know, could be a pretty hard thing to get into, or like a bonus if you drive through it, your car gets fully repaired or something. I don't know. But the scale might be a little weird, so if you want to use it as a backdrop for when you're taking a picture of your car, you could put it like in the background, like kind of blurry, and it's gonna look nice. And I only bought one because I wasn't sure if it came painted or not. But you know, if you buy 3 or 4, you could do a nice mountain range, attach them one after the other. You know, do a nice background for a car picture or something. You could even dirty them up with some sand or whatever. And yeah, so next up, pretty excited about this. I got puzzle models. They're not the right scale. They're not 100% 164. They're 187. Written right here. But I mean, this was cheap too. I think it was like $18 or something. But you get a bunch of cars, like 16 models that you could basically build. They all come already you know, destroyed, or not destroyed, but you know, taken apart. So you could use these if you have kids who want to make some Gaslands cars. These are already taken apart, so you have them painted and then glue them together and done. No drilling. I don't think there's even priming involved. I think I'm gonna open up this Range Rover or Land Rover. I don't know the difference. Honestly, Range Rover, I think Range Rover is the car and Land Rover is the company. That it? Or Range Rover is the company, Land Rover is the name of the truck? I don't know. But yeah, 4 steps. That's pretty easy, right? Your kid's smart enough to follow that. Pretty sure. Let me open these. So it's not 164, but still, I mean, it's not that bad. You could use these for Gaslands if you're playing at home for fun. I mean, they're not tournament legal. Oh, there's a little axle there. Make sure you don't lose that. Those are the axles for the tires. Got the window here. The tires. Oh, the tires are rubber. That's cool. It's unexpected. The bottom's pretty detailed too. You got the inside here. There's some detail there too. It's not. These are not that bad looking. So I'm probably going to make another video of me building one of these into a Gaslands car or into a wreckage for terrain. There's the doors that come separate. I wonder if these doors open and close. That could be fun too. And the window in the back's painted. The lights painted in the back too. So this looks pretty fun. Can't wait to actually build one of these. Paint it up and stuff. So yeah, the mags here. And the axle. I only got one axle. That's not right. I should have two. Right? It's probably in the bag here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so you get two per car. And get a bunch of parts here that you could actually use. And it's you get like 18 of these, right? So no, 16. 4 steps. Easy to build. Great for kids. Great for modeling on the go if you wanna, you know, model a little bit. You go on vacation in a hotel room or something. But the next one has 3 parts. The next thing I bought comes with these 3 things. These big boxes of Hot Wheels from Avengers and DC and stuff. So with one purchase, you get 3 of these giant boxes. I'm gonna start with the Justice League. These are Hot Wheels, guys, by the way. They're not Hot Winners. They're Hot Wheels. Alright, fine, they're Hot Winners. Maybe they win more. They win more on the track. Actually, they probably don't because they're super light. But let's take a look here what we get. And I'm going to start with this one, the Flash. So it looks pretty good. It's really light though. It's probably empty. The bottom just says made in China. So that's not obviously a complete rip-off of Hot Wheel in a different package. It's literally not a Hot Wheel. And got some actually it doesn't have a lot of weight to it, but what's cool is that this is the Wonder Woman one. That's pretty cool too. Could be a nice car to Gaslands up. It's all a little bit dented and stuff in the front. You could have some cool things coming out, but what I really like about these cars is that they're screws. You don't need any drilling. That's great for kids, no drill used, or for people who don't want to drill those rivets. So all of these Hot Wheels or Hot Winners basically come with screws, so easy to open up. This is the, I guess, the Batman one or Batwoman. I don't see gender, guys. Alright, that could be a Batwoman car. Nobody knows. Although the image on the box is Batman, so it's probably Batman. This is Aquaman's car, and it's got some ghost-like look to it. The front's pretty cool. That could be a nice little ram if you advance a little bit, but it's empty. As you can see inside, there's nothing in here. It feels really light. It could be good for some of you who travel to go play Gaslands in different places, and you don't want your cars to be too heavy. I mean, these are pretty good. They're super light, so easy to transport. This is the Superman car. It's got some detail underneath, some transparent plastic in the back. I really like that Aquaman car though. I keep looking at it and it's like, I don't know, it could be like a ghost car kind of thing if you paint it right. And this is my favorite. Check out the Cyborg. This is meant, right, for Gaslands. Check out this thing. It's already got some kind of grappler throwing thing in the front, spare tire. It's got an oil spiller in the back here that drops oil. It's ready to go. Again, it's super light though. Doesn't really feel heavy. So depending on your preference, if you don't like light cars, don't get these. These are super light. You're gonna have to weight them down. The front's cool here. You could put like your own logo up there in front, maybe a GLTV or something like that, or a logo of your army. But that's the Justice League cars. You get 5 cars in that box, plus the War Rig. And it's got little brakes here. It's pretty cool. Let's see if this comes off. This probably comes off if you pull it hard enough, if you want just the truck. The back door opens and also comes off, obviously, because, you know, it wouldn't be a Hot Winners if the door didn't come off. And let's see if this actually fits. It does. That's the biggest one, so they all fit. How many can I fit in here? 2 3/4 or 2/3 of a car. So you can't really put that many cars in there, but it still could be good. And it rolls nicely, and with the brake, it actually doesn't roll. So that could be good for Gaslands too. If you don't want your war rig to roll around and stuff, the brakes are a nice little touch there. You don't even need to glue the tires. And I like the truck. It has, you know, nice details. The front, the rivets, those exhaust pipes and everything. It looks pretty mean. And these are also screws, which are perfect for those of you who don't like to drill out rivets. So that's the DC one. And well, the Justice League one. Let's take a look at the other two. One of them is basically just Batman. So you get like all the Batmobiles. It's the same box as Justice League, but you get a bunch of Batmobiles. So let's open that up and check out what we got. We got the Batmobile from the movie that nobody remembers. Then we got the classic one here. This one's the original Batmobile. And this is the Jim Carrey one. I mean, it could be cool, Gaslands one, but this one's from the animated series, I believe. One of the animated series, which is pretty cool. It's got a little turbine underneath. That's pretty nice. And it's also screws. So all of these are screws. So you can open them pretty easily if you want to prime them and stuff. This is the 1989 Batmobile from the movie. One of my favorites. Actually, it is. This is my favorite Batmobile. I'm just going to say it here. This is like the awesome. I used to have the toy version, the big toy version, not the Hot Wheel one. And you had the side missiles that would open on the side and it would shoot missiles. And even the front would shoot something. It's just a super cool concept car, especially in '89. This one, I think, is from the video game, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the video game one. You know, the one that goes sideways and it's almost like a mech. It's pretty cool. This is really good for Gaslands. It's got a lot of flat surfaces, so you could glue a lot of guns on it. And this one from the recent movies. You guys remember the name of this one? Not gonna say it just yet, but if kids are watching, you know the name of this Batmobile? It should have 4 wheels in the back. There's only 2 of them turning. The other 2 are not turning. They're actually part of the mold, which is weird, but whatever. You can modify that. Got some wings in the back. They're pretty cool. So that's the tumbler from the recent Batman movies. And it comes with the war rig. It's the exact same one from the other box, so we've already seen that one. And the last box is the Avengers box. It's got the logo. I mean, how does this work? How are they allowed to use all these logos and personalities and stuff? And my boy Tony Stark here, that's my guy, my favorite. But how do they use all that and not use Hot Wheels as a logo? You're ripping off every other logo, Marvel and DC. Just rip off Hot Wheels while you're at it. It's weird. I don't know how these things work, but whatever. Or maybe they did bought the license. Who knows? But yeah, let's take a look at the war rig. It's the exact same, except in red, I guess, with the different Avengers sticker on it. But yeah, it's the exact same model with the brakes and everything. And I really like the front of this truck. Classic. Love it. And let's take a look at the cars. We got Loki. I don't know why Loki is here. Is he an Avenger? Does he like... These are a bit flimsy. I don't know how Loki got in here from all the other superheroes, but it's a pretty cool concept looking car. I like those horns there. Like, you could definitely know it's Loki just by looking at it right away. I would have put Ant-Man or something because Loki's not an Avenger, but whatever. And then we got Spider-Man, which is definitely missing the windows and the inside. It's just basically missing the whole middle part of the car. They probably forgot to put it in the assembly line, or maybe it's made like this. Maybe it's supposed to look like a spider web, right? Bunch of holes in it. I don't know, but super light, and I mean, you could have a lot of guns coming out of those holes. That's useful for that. Then we got Captain America's car, who this one's perfect for Gaslands. Look at that look. right? Like even the little straps on the side here, holding maybe the hood down. That's really Gaslandsy. And the circle in the front, you could put your own logo in there, your team logo or something. It's definitely a muscle car, which is always nice for Gasland models. So yeah, probably going to be doing something with this in a future video. Next up we got, whose car is this? I can't tell which Avenger am I missing here. It looks like Cyborgs, but it's not, because that's DC. This, Thor. It's Thor because of the hammer in the front, right? So it probably shoots the hammer in the front. It's got the helmet, wings in the back. So this is Thor. A little bit weird. I would have put, like, I don't know, some electricity logo on it. This hammer's not coming out, but it's pretty cool as a concept, using Thor's hammer as a ram, right? There's a new weapon for Gaslands, guys. Hammer throwing, hammer launcher. And my favorite, obviously, is Tony Stark's Iron Man. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Twin jets in the back. And a nice gold and hot rod red with some flat surfaces for the guns. The bottom has no details. But yeah, Iron Man's my guy. My favorite. Which one's of your favorite Avengers or DC hero? I'd like to hear what you guys think of superheroes, or is there any superheroes that you read or follow that are underground, that aren't really well known, that you'd like to mention? Let us know in the comments. I was curious to know. So that was the Hulk. Obviously, not much to say about that one. But I also bought some real Hot Wheels, guys. So these are not from AliExpress, but I figured, you know, if I'm doing a video on opening stuff, I'm going to show you just a few that I bought today. And I bought the X-Jet, which is the X-Men's jet. And I was thinking of, when I bought it like just to make like maybe a gyrocopter or some flying car, because I don't have any yet, and maybe use it as terrain, maybe like a crashed plane or something. But it's really weird. Once I opened it, I've realized, okay, well, the scale is not obviously right, and they don't write it anywhere on the box that it's 1/64, but Hot Wheels are known to be 1/64, so this is obviously not 1/64. I don't know what scale this is, but it could be fun. You could find some kind of way to make it fly, right? Like a flying, it's just the cockpit's way too small. Everything's too small to be actually used for scale in a miniature game. But like for terrain, it could be good. Crashed plane or something. I don't know. I saw it and I bought it just for fun. We'll see what we do with that in a future video. And then I got another Hot Wheels. This one's amazing. I recommend it to everybody. It's the Sandburner from Race Team, number 8 of 10. And I really love the look of this one, the feel of it, everything. It's probably going to become one of my favorites once I'm done with it. But already when you just look at it, the front has these two, I don't know, they could be miniguns, right? You got the wheel on top, spare tire, pretty good details on the lighting, and it's nice and thick as a car. Looks like a nice tanky type of car with a jet in the back and some dust protectors here. That's not the word, but you know what I mean. And the bottom doesn't have any detail, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't know, I love the look, the bulkiness of this car, and just can't wait to put weapons on the sides and the rams on this thing. And guys, don't forget to keep these. These are good terrain pieces. You can make like a bonsai Japanese garden with this, you know, a little fountain in the middle or something. So always keep little plastic pieces. These also keep them, because you can make barriers out of these. I made a video if you want to go check it out on how you could turn these into barriers. It's not my idea. I've seen it on social media, but there's a video on how I do them, so if you want to go check that out, I'll put it at the end actually of this video. And finally we got this Hot Wheel here that I bought, the Fusion Buster and Busta, sorry, and it's from Hot Wheel Flames number 405. I'm gonna open this one up. I bought it because I kind of like all those pipes coming out on the side there, and the speed that it looks like it's going at, even when it's standing still. You know what I mean? Like it's got this this I'm fast kind of look, and you know, there's some fast cars in Gaslands, some nice dragsters. It's got the big wheel in the back. It's got nice flat roof to put a gun on it, and all those pipes and the engines. It just looks really Gaslandsy once it's gonna be painted. So here, for scale, right? See the mountain range, it's not bad. It's not like too small. I mean, you could make a nice picture here with with those mountains in the background. Let's check out some of these other things for scale. This is perfect, I think, for barriers. These two, pretty good, right? Compared to the car. These are not good. These are giant cones. Nobody uses these. Maybe in Montreal they use them, but nowhere else. And these are pretty good size mags, same size as the tire. So yeah, that's a good scale. And what else do we get? These are not to scale. No way. But I mean, you could use them as a parking sign or something. You could like glue it on a wall or something. And these white fences here. I mean, I think everything I showed you I got for like really cheap, maybe 20 bucks, in maybe 30 in total. Like all these models, these are going to be fun. So all of this, guys, on AliExpress, so go check out the links. I also sell some 3D printed stuff of my own on my Etsy page, and it helps out everybody involved, the channel, the guys printing this for me, the 3D designer, the artist that does these. Whenever you buy one of these from our Etsy page, you're supporting the channel and you're supporting the artists and everybody working on these things. So thanks for that, and I hope you enjoy them. And go to our Facebook page because you could win a container full of those things. And here's the video on how to turn those Hot Wheel packagings into barriers for terrain. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time.